Hello there, Year 3, Mrs. Norris here with day 4 of your English for this week. Hope you're all well and looking after yourselves and enjoying the English for this week so far. Okay, what have we got today? Your spag starter is on prefixes, something you did a couple of weeks ago in our spelling session. If you didn't, it doesn't matter. There's a few activities for you to do here. So, Spelling Frame website. Some of the activities are free, some of them you have to be a subscriber. So I've picked the ones that are for free. And this link here, saved on your video link, should take you to this activity here. And there's a number of different ones that you can do. So let me just show you. Here we are. So there's a segment puzzle activity. So you can view the words first of all. You can listen to them as well. And there is a sorting activity, a spelling one, a word search, and a typing it in activity. Let's have a little look at this one and then begin. Okay. There we are. Pause while you have a little go at that activity. Okay, continue with our trolls theme then, a character description of the troll. So you should have now your picture of your own troll. I've seen a couple of really good ones. And the writing part of the journey is continuing with our planning today, but with a focus on writing skills, similes first of all. So today's lesson. Thursday the 14th of May, I can use similes to describe a character. And this is today's list of activities. Small steps broken down into bite-sized pieces so that you can work through them. Make sure you have your troll drawing. We're going to recap on previous learning, understand similes, identify them, have a go at writing some, and then plan similes that describe your troll. Okay, retrieval today. Can you have a think? Get a piece of paper, pen, or your whiteboard and pen, and have a go at writing down any keys to success for writing a character description. Pause here while you have a go at doing that. Okay, let's have a little look then. Can you remember what our keys to success are? Let's have a look. So a title, paragraphing, commas in the list. I bet you all remembered, if not all, you remembered one or two of those things. Language-wise, adjectives, expanded noun phrases, which we've had a go at yesterday, coordinating conjunctions, and the use of similes. I'm sure, again, you'll have remembered one, if not more, of those features for your character description. Okay. So, we spotted similes, which are highlighted in blue. Most of them are on here. Not all of them, but some examples are on the BFG character description you looked at earlier in the week. So that should give you a little starter for 10 idea about what a simile is. You may have heard people say some phrases like this before. We're like 2 peas in a pod. He was as angry as a grizzly bear. He crept into the room as quiet as a mouse. The cloud was fluffy like cotton candy. The snowflakes sparkled like millions of tiny diamonds. So there's a few examples of things you might have heard people say before. And I have put an example from our BFG character description here to help you understand. A simile describes something by comparing it to something else, often using the words as or like. So here our example. His nose was as sharp as a knife. So that's the comparison. So his nose wasn't actually sharp like a knife, but the shape possibly, the pointiness of it, which means that he can compare it to it being as sharp as a knife. So the word as or like, this sentence has used the word as to make the comparison. Here, for this one, he crept into the room as quiet as a mouse. This one about clouds uses the word like. This one uses like. This one uses as. And we're like 2 peas in a pod uses like. So either or of those two. Okay, let's identify similes within a section of the text. I've pulled some examples together. So can you pause here while you read the passage, identify any similes. The example here is to help you. So 2 keywords here are big clues when you are looking through the text to help you, and then write them down on a piece of paper. Okay, pause whilst you do that activity. Okay, let's go through the answers together. The BFG had huge hands with pale fingers on the end of an arm as thick as a tree trunk. There we are. He had truly enormous ears, each one as big as the wheel of a truck. His teeth were very white and very square, and they sat in his mouth like huge slices of white bread. I really like that simile. I can just imagine. Remember, these similes and noun phrases help create a picture in your mind's eye of the character themselves. So I'm just imagining slices of toast and white bread in his mouth when he smiles. Okay, how did you get on? I'm sure you've done really well. Now you have identified, you've hopefully understood the meaning. Let's have a go now. And if I put this onto split screen, we can keep the other one next to it so you can see examples to help you. I can use the similes to describe a character. So we've got our lovely puppy and kitten from yesterday to help us. I'd like you to describe the puppy or kitten. Use a simile to make a comparison between what you are describing, and then try and incorporate that into a sentence. So if I'm looking at this lovely puppy here, we could maybe think about its fur. I'm going to pretend that it's a boy puppy. And his fur felt as soft as a swan's feathers, or as soft as the stuffing in a pillow. Okay, so there's an example for you. Remember, you can use the word as or like, which one fits in your sentence better, to help you make the comparison. Okay, so pause whilst you have a go at that activity. Okay, so now I hope you've got your troll picture. If you haven't, have a go at doing one now, because we want to move on to our planning similes that describe your troll. Here we are. So I've highlighted them in red, what we did yesterday when we were talking about expanded noun phrases, and what I have done is to do a couple of examples for you to get you started. So when thinking about the appearance of my troll, I liked that image of white slices of toast, white slices of bread. So I thought, how can I use that to help me with the troll? Because the troll has got quite dirty looking teeth. So I thought that the teeth are as yellow. Okay, teeth are as yellow apologies. Teeth are yellow like slices of cheese. Legs as thick as tree trunks. These legs do look rather thick, don't they? So those are my descriptions of appearance through similes. And here for the personality, this one I must admit was harder to do. You should be able to generate a lot more for when you're describing the appearance. This one is harder to do. So I pinched a couple of examples from our text that we started at the beginning of the week. Enjoys singing, but it sounds like a rumble of thunder. Okay, so we know that they really enjoy singing. Loves dancing, however, it feels like an earthquake under your feet. Okay, so that one is going to prove trickier to do. So up to you which one you start with. So there we are. That's my plan completed. I'm sure you're going to have lots of ideas. Important you brainstorm all of these out to help your writing be a little bit easier in tomorrow's lesson. Okay, so pause while you have a go at planning out your similes for your troll descriptions. How did you get on in today's lesson? Have you got everything that you now need for your character description, which you'll be writing tomorrow? Make sure you have your troll picture and your planning document ready for tomorrow's lesson. Now, at the beginning of the lesson today, I said that obviously we would normally break down these lessons, so we've only picked out elements to help you with your character description this week. Tomorrow's lesson will be writing and editing, and it is up to you if you publish it or not after. If you want to write it up in best, I will leave that entirely up to you, as long as you have a go at writing your character description tomorrow. That is absolutely fine. Okay, I hope you have everything you now need. Hope you understand what a simile is. I will look forward to you joining in tomorrow's lesson. Thank you, Year 3.